Everyone. It is Friday. I'm so excited because I eat tomorrow. However, I was like, why am I not losing weight? I'm 158 pounds, dude. Like, I should be at 154. So I'm like, okay, something's like really wrong. And I go and I work out and I live my best life. And lo and behold, I'm on my period and it's 4 days early. Not that you guys really want to know this, but I'm sorry I'm late. I am late because I bled like a stuck pig everywhere. It was terrible. I mean, it was terrible, you guys. It was just a really bad morning. It was a really bad morning. I won't lie. It was bad. But we all have them, you know. We all have bad mornings. And my bad morning was this morning. So we'll get through it. We'll live, right? We shall live. So yeah, I'm sorry everyone for being late, but shit happens when you party naked. As what's the fucking movie? Bad Santa. Remember when the kid wore the shit happens when you party naked shirt? So yeah, that's why I'm late, and I'm sorry, and shit happens. Queen Mother Supreme Diva, is that me? I feel like that's something that you call a drag queen and not me. Yeah, Queen Mother Supreme Diva. It just sounds like a fucking drag name. And a good one. Oh my gosh. I remember when drag was just for adults and people didn't bring their kids to it. And it was just, and it still is, tons of sexual innuendo and you just have a laugh. You just had a laugh. You'd have a drink and you'd have a laugh and everything was fine. And then everyone got all weird. And these weirdos started bringing their kids to bars to watch men in dresses gyrate. And I'm like, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's like for you and your girlfriends and stuff. That's for when, you're just, I don't know, bachelorette party. You go to a drag review. Best drag review I've ever been to was the Golden Girls in Los Angeles. They reenacted whole episodes of the Golden Girls and even had commercial breaks with 80s commercials. It was fucking awesome. This is pre everyone dragging their kids to drag shows and then like having drag queens go to schools. Like, when it was just for adults. Oh my goodness. So good to see you on Twitch. I've been thinking of you and Matt from the Twitch side and I've been missing you both. My husband has no social media. Techno. None. And I'm late today. For those of you who do not know, I'm on my period and I bled all over everything. And I have the wash going and I'm in just big baggy clothes that I just grabbed. Like I looked super cute and now I don't. Shit happens. Well, fuck me, man. That is no good. It is no good when that shit happens. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? As Tony Soprano would say. Let's see. What shall I use? Here we go. On my flush today. I think snail mucin? Yeah, why not? Let's snail mucin it up. I'm just grateful to be on my period because I have friends that have gone through menopause. So why does it keep freezing? I don't know. It's probably your computer. That's my guess. I love the Golden Girls too. I think all women and all gay men love the Golden Girls. And if you don't, I think you're missing a chip in your brain. You just are. Just missing a chip. Missing a chip. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Look at that. I haven't been on Twitch in a minute, you guys. In a minute. I sell Avon, for those of you who don't know. AdrianCurry.com is where you shop with me. I'm an Avon lady. I've been an Avon lady for 8 years. It's kind of awesome. For Avon, you still on all your other. I'm on everything, Bran. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, X, Facebook. I am just a fucking social media whore. I'm just everywhere. I miss Twitch though. I miss my husband on Twitch. I tell him that all the time. But then again, I live with Duck Sauce. I get to hear him every day, and he makes me laugh until I weep, tears down my face. So I'm still living the fucking dream over here, kids. That's what I'm doing. Big, huge sale in my Avon store. For those of you who did not know, I also have, what's it called? Codes. We have codes today. So I'd like to go find them really quick. But I have to like go open stuff. Is it cold in Montana? It was. It was cold, but today's finally going to hit 80 degrees at the end of July. July 25th. It was 58 degrees the other day. So on July 25th, it's finally going to suck. Which, I think it's funny. I think it's fucking funny. You know what I mean? I think it's funny. Only God can redeem. I agree 100%. And we're going to get into that. But I can't find my fucking codes for today. And I'm super pissed. Let me find them on my phone. I have to fucking send them to myself. Damn it. Why am I so stupid? Like all the time. It's all the time. I am just always an idiot. I feel that way. I truly do. You're the only one that says my stream keeps freezing up. It's right. Or is it, maybe it's Facebook? Twitch, Rumble, is my stream freezing up, or is it just a Facebook only thing? So if Facebook taking a shot at Hulk and Ozzy, no, I didn't. I haven't even fucking said anything, which just makes you stupid. I haven't said a word. What is the title of my stream? Hulk and Ozzy, who gets redemption? What have I said? Nothing. I've said nothing about it yet. So how the fuck are you even making a comment? It just makes you look fucking stupid. Stream is smooth as butter on Twitch. So there you go. Facebook. This is a Facebook issue. And I highly recommend that you go to Rumble, as it is Facebook who is fucking you in the ass. That is who is doing these things to you. That is who it is. So let's read this stupid, retarded thing you said. I see you taking a shot at Hulk and Ozzy, which I didn't. What if you were too dumb to realize you were entirely tricked and had zero idea about anything? Do you have any kids? What the fuck does any of that mean? Bro, you came in here on the wrong day. I am fucking on my period, dude. I am wearing bag clothes because my washer is currently going, because it literally just looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre all over my shit. Not the day to fuck with me. Yeah, no, Meta sucks, man. It really does. Facebook glitching. Go to my Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble. There you go. Now I can help everyone on Facebook. Yep, Meta always has an issue. I just, with all the money Mark Zuckerberg has, you'd think he'd have done something with his money. No, my stream is not laggy. It's Facebook. It's you. It's Mark Zuckerberg. It's the platform you won't leave. It's your shitty platform. The platform that silenced everyone and shadow banned us all, including me still. It's Facebook. So, leave. Watch, Facebook is glitchy. Go to Rumble. I fucking hate doing this shit when I'm live. Do you guys understand that? I fucking hate it. It's just stupid. Nobody wants to fucking watch someone type. Oh, hey, tune on in. I'm going to just sit here and fucking type shit to people. There. Well, calm down. Fuck you, dude. How many times have I'm on my period. I bled all over my clothes, on my pants and my panties. I'm not in a good mood and I'm allowed to wig out. Wig out. I fucking hate when people tell me to calm down. What happens anytime you tell anyone to calm down? Ladies and gentlemen, anybody? Show of hands. What usually happens when you ask someone to calm down? It is 150% always the fucking opposite. It's always the opposite. Always. Like, if you want to start shit, you just go up to someone and be like, you need to calm down. How about we calm down? Have you considered calming down? You like my tank top? I just got it. It's like super cheap and it's like 80 sizes too big. 80 sizes too big. No. Hey, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just saying I'm PMSing. So if you guys don't like someone who's ornery, I highly suggest you bounce because I am full of piss and vinegar today. It is ridiculous the amounts of piss and vinegar I have inside my body. You would just be like, wow, dude, this bitch is nuts. Because I am, because I'm full of piss and vinegar. It's just how it goes. All right. Everything's going wrong. See, and I did consider not streaming today because I was like, oh, okay. I've already bled all over myself. I'm just going to block you, Linda. I'm going to block you from my heart today. You're just trying to be mean, man. Women picking on other women, bleeding all over them fucking selves. Isn't that sad? It's like, this bitch is bleeding all over herself. Let's pick on her. Get her. Do you guys know how sad I am? First off, I bled all over my clothes. Then I bled all over my panties. I bled all over myself. I thought I cleaned myself up and I took a shower. And I used a towel. And it in 2 seconds, I saturated a tampon. And then I bled all over the towel. And I was like, no. What the fuck? What is happening? Why is it happening? I don't understand. It just made me so sad. It made me so sad. I was like, why? Why does this have to happen to me? Is this the one? Yes, that's the one. Okay. I finally have the code. It took 9,000 years, but I finally have the codes for today to show you guys. Because I'm a fucking train wreck today. There it is, bitches. That's the codes. Technically, you were streaming before you were streaming. Yep. No, total woman moment. You guys don't even know. That's why all these people are like, oh, I always wanted to be born a woman. I'm like, bitch, if you had to deal with Texas Chainsaw Massacre every month, do you know there's been times I woke up and it looked like I literally was executed in my own bed? I legitimately have a mattress protector, a waterproof mattress protector, 2 of them that I take off and wash and put back on, all to make sure that I don't bleed through my bed. This has been going on my whole life. My whole life. It's just Texas Chainsaw Massacre in my bed. It's awful. It's fucking awful. Don't know why. Oh, no, I didn't block you. I'm just busting your balls. I might be emotional, but it takes a lot for me to block people. Like, people really, truly have to be total assholes to me. Real big dicks. Then I'm like, man, fuck you. And I get all pissed off about it. Rice Water Bright. So this is the deal going on in my Avon store today. You spend $100 or more, you get free shit if you enter that code. You spend $200 or more, you get free shit if you enter that code. We also have a huge makeup sale going on, which is always nice. It's always nice. Today I got to make some pizza sauce. I made Saskatoon berry pie filling last night, as well as 2 all butter pie shells. I make everything from scratch and everything from organic if I can. I have 4 calzones and 2 pizzas rising in my fridge. I made that dough like 3 days ago. It's funny because my husband will be like, can we just have pizza? Dude, I don't want subpar pizza. I want the good shit. And good shit takes time. Like, you want good bread, you want at least an overnight rise on most good bread. So I get all like pissy and shitty when he's like, why don't you just make something quick? And I'm like, what a waste of our calories, dude. I don't want to eat something quick. I want a fucking spectacle, motherfucker. I want it to be so good. You have extremely dry, flaky skin. I need to find a way to exfoliate without having to use sandpaper. Couple suggestions. Our vitamin C exfoliating pads. Oh my God. Do I really have to dig through all this shit? Our extra strength retexturizing peel pads are fucking excellent. Our here it is. Resurfacing expert smoothing fluid. And then we have the micro needling scrub. But I would suggest those. I'm thankful to be of the penis variety. Dude, no one would want to be a woman or feel that they should have been born a woman if they woke up in puddles of their own uterine wall, saturating their fucking bed. You have to wake your husband up and be like, can you please get up? Because, like, I've been executed in our bed again. And I know it's early, but you can't just sleep with my uterine wall and all these blood clots. Like, I have to wash this. I'm so sorry. Can you please just get up so I can do this? Please. When you're used to homemade food like you make it, it's probably hard to eat processed food. It's almost impossible. It's not good enough. I don't like, to me, I used to love Hostess cupcakes. Now they taste like flavorless cardboard fluff. It's so hard. I try to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup and it tastes like shit. Let's do Beyond Glow. Snail mucin complex. And you know why it tastes like shit? Because I make my fucking own out of organic chocolate and organic peanut butter. And it tastes fucking good. I even use organic powdered sugar. I ain't fucking around. I'm like, dude, I don't want to die of butt cancer. Do you? Is that what you want? That's not what I want. Snail mucin. It's like snot. See? It's literally like snot, but it makes your skin look so good. So I use it. It's like a snot rag for your face. We all know what this looks like. Every time I use it, we all know what this looks like. It's like so effing disgusting. Brazzers. So bad. It's so bad. Like, when I first got this stuff, I'm like, how am I going to show this on the internet? It looks like money shots. Like, it's so bad, but it's so good for your skin. It's Korean glass skin. It's Korean beauty. Avon was bought by LG, LG Electronics, LG Home, that company. They're Korean owned. So now we have Korean skincare up the ass, which is kind of great. But I was like, how am I going to do this on the internet? Because the internet will internet, And then I'm like, I need to just put that aside and just do it. You know what I mean? Hostess Little Debbie have dramatically dropped in quality over the past 3 years. Just always. Just always. You know what I mean? You don't grind your own peanut butter using homegrown peanuts in your handmade Amish peanut grinder? No, I could just go to the Amish down the street and be like, what's up, Amish? Hook me up with something or what? You guys doing? I'd love to have a little Amish love. Our Amish here are pretty cool. They make good bread. They make good everything. Is that hair gel? Yeah, right. Only it was all over my face. But then look how good my skin looks. Why am I so bad? Like right now, I'm like, I don't even want to wear makeup. Guys, I'm so fucking lazy. The last 2 things I used for skincare was our Beyond Glow Snail Mucin Complex. Snail Mucin. That is what I use. It's a true story. All right, let's see here. What do we have going on in the world? First off, this was really sad. This dude drowned. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that 80s babies, we're not okay. 80s babies are not okay this week. We're not okay. What's so funny is people are like, I needed a TV show to feel seen. Do you think I felt seen watching The Cosby Show? Some fucking doctor? Like a doctor mother, and they're all rich and they live in this rich people townhouse and they're all black. I watched it and I didn't give a shit because I'm not a racist piece of shit. I don't need to see myself in things. The Cosby Show was awesome. And we're not okay. Us 80s kids, we're not okay. I loved, what else I loved was Sanford and Son. And my best friend who passed away a few years ago from breast cancer, everyone remembers us in high school always singing Sanford and Son to each other. That's how I'd find her in the fucking hallways. Like, Joliet West was out of control. It was so overcrowded. I'd be like, bow, 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 now. And I'd hear, bow, 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 bow. And I was like, yeah, we're going to hook up. There she is. Which kind of makes me happy that people think of us when they hear Sanford and Son. I'm like, that's kind of fucking amazing. I kind of love it. Let's use Beyond Glow niacinamide cream with caffeine and retinol on my eyes. The caffeine helps get rid of dark circles and puffiness. And the retinol, of course, is like, the mother of anti-aging, which we kind of always want in our life. Why do I want to wear no makeup? I need to put makeup on today. Tell me that, I need to look human. I feel like shit. I'm bleeding everywhere. I need to wear makeup. Is it laziness? Because I know I look like shit. I know I do. Didn't the elites liberals make fun of Malcolm Jamal Warner for working at a grocery store? No, that was the dude that dated the sister in the Cosby Show. And they make fun of me for selling Avon. People love to rag on people for not being rich. It's really weird. They're like, ha ha, you're not rich and you never were. Fuck you. And it's like, well, fuck you too. I don't miss duck sauce. I married him. And I've been sleeping with him now for 10 years. And we're not tired of each other, which is kind of great. But yeah, he passed away in Costa Rica. In front of his 8-year-old daughter. Oh. He used his board to bring in his daughter to safety, and a volunteer lifeguard pulled Warner and another surfer to shore. He was given 45 minutes of CPR. He's only 54. Oh. He got caught by a rip curtain. Guys, I don't fuck around with the ocean. I'm going to tell you an ocean story. Okay. So I'm in Hawaii and I'm doing a press tour. So I have to be awake from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. because it's Hawaii, doing New York press. First, I think it was London press, then New York press, Chicago press, then Los Angeles press. Then I was fucking done. So I go to sleep. And while I'm sleeping, I don't realize that there was an earthquake. It didn't wake me up. I was so sad. So this chick sleeps with ducks. Stop it. Stop it on YouTube. Yeah, it was Riptide. Anyway, so I wake up in Hawaii and no one's on the beach. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. Little did I know there's tsunami warnings. And I'm like, I couldn't be happier. No one's on the beach. No one's outside. This is awesome. This is pre everyone being like phone every moment, phone, you know, when you had a life. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to go swimming. And I'm with my manager. And there were little waves that were very curly, but they were little waves. And I get in the water, and these little tiny waves that were curly were the strongest fucking current I've ever been in. It felt like the hand of God was trying to pull me in. So it starts to pull me out, and I yell to my manager, I'm like, the ocean's fucked up, dude. Don't come in here. And he said he heard me yell, and he turned around, and I was gone. I was dragged on the ocean floor until I started to black out, and I swallowed water. I had cuts all over my body and my face because I was pushed onto the ocean floor and I could not get out of it. It was so fucking bad. Everything that I ever learned, just let your body go. It'll like correct itself, all this shit. I couldn't get out of it. So I started panicking. Clearly, one, it really hurt. And there's like little pieces of coral ripping me to fucking shreds. It really, really hurt. And then, you know, I run out of air. I can't hold it anymore. And I breathe in water. Right around that time, my manager sees my legs go up. I have no bathing suit on anymore. The current was so strong, it ripped all my clothes off. And he's like, I knew something was wrong because all I saw was your vagina. I'm like, oh my God. But it was true because he's like, this bitch is not going to jump in the sea and be like, I'm streaking, you know what I mean, in Hawaii in front of people. So he jumps in and he saves my life. And I'm vomiting up water everywhere. I'm butt naked. I'm bleeding. And he's like putting towels on me and I'm just shaking. It was so scary. It was so bad. We go back to the hotel and I'm like, I think I need medical because, you know, I'm all fucked up. And they're like, you went in the water? There's tsunami warnings. The riptide's insane. No one's allowed in the water. It's like Black Flag or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, I worked midnights. I worked midnights. How was I supposed to fucking know? You know what I mean? I just didn't know. So I almost died in Hawaii. And I have not trusted the ocean since. And I used to live on the sea. And I used to be in the sea all the time. And after it almost killed me, I was like, you know what? I got a newfound respect for you. And I don't trust you at fucking all. Doesn't matter how beautiful you look or how inviting everything is. You will turn on me. You are not to be trusted. Oh, your mom almost drowned at 26. How old was I? I was probably 25. I was probably 25. And it was awful. So I'm glad someone was with me too. On my honeymoon with my husband, we went to Hawaii, Maui. And he kept going, I want to swim further out. And I was like, I am sorry. No, it's not my internet. It's Facebook. And you all want to go to Rumble, X, YouTube, or Twitch, because it's Meta. Meta is fucked up. It's not me. It's Meta. So go to another platform of mine to watch my stream. So yes, look out for pubic waves. But I was so scared to like go in the water, and my husband's just like, what the fuck's your problem? I'm like, dude, like I almost died. So 80s kids, we're not okay, man. We've lost a lot of shit. So I saw this and I wanted to share it with you. Now, before I share it with you, I want to preface this. Comic-Con has a black only space for people with special skin colors because white people are scary and they have to go, oh, I'm only safe here. Oh. They have these. They have it at colleges. They have black only graduations. They literally have segregation and they pretend it's a safe space for people to get away from scary, evil white people. I'm not kidding. So then I see this and I'm like, well, what did you fucking expect was going to happen when you start normalizing this shit? A small community in Arkansas has established itself as a sort of private association to only allow white people to live there. So no blacks, gays, or Jews. Thoughts? I'll tell you my thoughts. My daddy lives in Arkansas, and so does all my father's side of the family. There is no huge migration of Jews and black people and stuff going to the fucking Ozarks in the middle of nowhere.
No blacks, no Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only.
But you have black-only spaces at Comic-Con for safety for people of color. You started this. You can't. You made it okay to do it at like colleges and fucking Comic-Con. No, white started this. We're okay to do it. Shut the fuck up. You're all pieces of shit. All of you. Everyone clearly fucking hates each other. No one's better than the other. So eat shit. Is she forgetting history? It's okay for us to get back at the whiteys because they were bad ones. So get them for the rest of eternity. Get them. Fuck you, you racist piece of shit. They are racist pieces of shit. And so are you. So are you. Sorry. White started it, so then we're going to finish it. Oh, fuck all racists. You, them. But you can't sit there and have people of color only safe spaces and expect this to not fucking happen again. Eat shit, dude. You reap what you sow. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And you know what I say? Fuck all of them. So when I lived in LA in Hancock Park, there's a Hasidic Jewish area, and they're like, no one else but the Jews. Get out, shoo. Like they don't fucking like anyone else. They don't want you there. There's Muslim only places that they're like, only Muslim, shoo. This happens in America. So I'm not like playing the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm not, dude, I lived in Hancock Park. Go walk down the street when they come out of Temple and see what they do. Go walk down the street and come out of, when they're coming out of Temple. The men treat the women like shit. I literally got elbowed into La Brea rush hour traffic because they wouldn't move for me because I'm nothing and no one and I'm not a Hasidic Jew. I couldn't believe it. And then my Jewish friends had to teach me that my Jewish friends hated the Hasidic Jews and they all hate each other because the Hasidic Jews hated my Jewish friends and everyone else. I was like, Okay, dude, Oxen, get fucked. Get out of my life. Like, literally, no one likes you. Seriously. Goodbye. What a twat waffle. But yeah, that was a big wake up call for me. Was living in Hancock Park in the Hasidic Jewish neighborhood because I was like, oh, so like segregation is a thing. And then, you roll around Michigan, you got the Muslim only places, and they are not inviting other people. I'm telling you, this is an issue everywhere. But mark my words, these people in Arkansas, they're not from Arkansas. My family is. Listen to how they speak.
They are millennials and Gen Z, and this is a new update of age-old prejudice.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are.
My daddy is from Arkansas. My grandmother talked like this, and she was born in Searcy, Arkansas. These people are not from the South. Everyone's like, Southerners are racist pieces of shit. These guys are like from Iowa.
And that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation.
Why would anyone want to hang out in any community that doesn't want you there? So where I grew up, south side of Chicago, there were neighborhoods that didn't want white people in them. So I was like, okay. So I just didn't go. I'm serious. I used to have a Christmas tree dealer, marijuana, that lived in one of these neighborhoods. He's like, oh, no, girl, I got to go meet you somewhere else. You can't come here. Oh, but it's okay when they do it. No. Racism is an everywhere thing. Everyone's a fucking piece of shit. Welcome to the club, kids. He talks like a Fed, right?
Is that a fair assessment?
It's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out, even if...
you don't let everyone into your home.
Around 40 people live here.
And I bet you none of them are from Arkansas. Let's hear if any of them that they talk to is from Arkansas. And then they're giving Arkansas a bad name.
Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And while the men do the physical labour, the women take care of the children who live here full time. It could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay...
You proved this, Nazi bitch. You are a racist, Oxen. Imagine being such a psychopath that you go from my Twitch to then go to my fucking YouTube. You're a stalker psychopath. If someone banned me, I literally move on with my fucking life. I'm just like, oh, okay. Fucking psycho racist fuck. Oh my God. Wait, we have to go back to these bitches that are clearly not from Arkansas. Listen to them.
But if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do.
You might be wondering...
Yeah, they're not from Arkansas.
...how any of this...
And she said black, gay, and Jewish people can have their own communities and already do. I feel like they're not wrong, but I wouldn't want to live with these people. If you have to say people are excluded from your club, like, I really don't want to be part of your club. Also, you're not even from the South. You're just a bunch of transplants, and now you're going to make Arkansas look bad.
...can be legal. Return to the Land is structured as a private members association, which they believe allows them to discriminate on the basis of ethnicity, along with other factors.
Okay, but what about the Muslim and Hasidic Jewish communities? And the neighborhoods in Chi-Town that are black only, and you are going to get physically injured if you walk in them. To me, they're all assholes. But is it only okay for some of them to do it? No, this guy sounds British. The other guy sounds like he's from Iowa. One bitch sounds like she's from like Maine.
That has yet to be tested in the courts and
I just feel bad because my whole family on my dad's side is from Arkansas. And I'm like, this makes them look bad.
may well fail. The Arkansas Attorney General has said his office is now reviewing the matter as a result of our reporting, and that there is no room for racial discrimination in Arkansas or anywhere in.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, they're not from Arkansas. Those people are not from there. I feel so bad for our people in Arkansas. It is technically not their land. Did they buy it? There is a weird movement where some leftists are trying to redefine racism that only white people are racist because they're white people who hate themselves. Black people are smart enough to not hate themselves. So are Mexican people. They don't hate themselves. You can only... Was it stolen land? It's called conquered, motherfucker. Conquistador wasn't called stolen teastador. See, there's this weird thing in history where we go around and we kick each other's ass and we take each other's stuff. People aren't like, the Romans and the stolen land. Genghis Khan and the stolen land. No one does that. It's only if white people do it. It's crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but war is war. And when one person wins, they didn't steal shit. They fucked you up and took it. That's what conquistador. You know what I learned in Mexico is wild. I went and saw all the Aztec ruins, and all our Mexican tourist guys were like taking us around. They were real cool. And they were just like, it was insane. They're so racist against the Mayan ancestors. They can't stand them. So they're taking us to Mayan settlements where the Mayans sell you stuff. And they're like, don't trust these dirty people. Blah, blah. I was like, damn. And they're like, we're so glad the Spanish came here and we revere them because these people enslaved our people and they got their asses handed to them and they stopped killing our children and enslaving our tribes to have to like pay them money or they like kidnapped our kids. I was like, okay. It's interesting when you travel the world and you learn some shit. You learn some shit. Land acknowledgements are what rich white people do to virtue signal and pat themselves on the back because they don't want to be like, I ain't going to give you nothing. Fuck you. I'm not giving you land or anything. The only thing I want to do is acknowledge your land or something. And then like, I'm going to continue to live my life and pretend I'm a good person. Like, okay. Like that seems kind of weird. So let's talk about this. I couldn't help but notice that Ozzy tries to kill his wife, off 17 of his own cats with a shotgun and says he's sorry, and everyone accepts. Hulk Hogan said something racist and people are celebrating his death. Human beings are wild. I believe in redemption, right? I believe in it. Ozzy Osbourne tried to kill his wife, Sharon. He tried to choke the life out of her. He tried to murder her. And everyone's like, oh, yeah. He literally took a shotgun and blew 17 of his own cats away. Oh, that's so good. We forgive him. Hulk Hogan said mean words. The words. I'm like, you guys just pearl clutch over the stupidest things. To me, trying to kill your own wife and killing 17 of your own cats is far worse than saying something racist. I'm sorry. It just is. And he admits it. He's like, and Sharon Osbourne says it. Like, he tried to kill me. And he's like, yes, I actually tried to kill my wife. And he blew 17 of his cats away and everyone forgives him. So then Hulk Hogan says some shit words He apologizes for it. He finds God. He gets baptized. According to his community, he was baptized like 3 years ago. He became like a pillar of the community. Everyone said he was the nicest guy. Everyone said that he was like really changing his life around. And I'm like, so why is it that Ozzy Osbourne gets redemption for trying to murder his own wife and blowing away 17 of his own cats? That's forgivable. But if you say a racist word, that isn't. What is wrong with society? If someone fucked you up and took your shit, you call it conquer? Yes, Keith. Yes, when you're at war with another country, and most of the land the United States bought. I know you're like, I'm afraid of Americans. I hate my own country. I hate that I'm white. Like, okay. Like, I'm a mutt. I'm American. I don't identify with the Irish, Scottish, Lebanese, or Italian in me. I don't, except for my Calabrian full-blooded grandma raised me. So I know how to fucking cook some Italian shit. I only identify with being American. So I'm sorry, the black kid I went to school with, I have far more in common than some fucking Scottish guy. When people ask me, so what are you? I'm not like, I'm Irish American and Scottish American and Italian. Even though I was raised in a very Italian American household, I'm American. And I have far more in common with my black neighbors I grew up with than I do anyone in Italy. I'm sorry. I just do. Like, those are my brothers. So if someone wants to go to war and my neighbors are like, let's take their shit, I'm like, go time. I'm sorry. This is the real world. This is what mankind's been doing to each other forever. And America is king of the world. We learned from ancient Rome. Ancient Rome extended its borders, right, to the point where it collapsed. You couldn't keep it together, right? You're black. Are you American? America learned from that. Instead of extending its borders, what it did was it put military bases everywhere. Does it make it right? Cry about it, cry and whine every moment, just fucking cry on the internet, and you go like this and you talk about stolen land. The only people who talk about this are like, there's a way for me to get money and free things if I complain about this. That's how I see it. If I complain and whine, maybe I might get some free shit. Because why else are you complaining and whining about shit that didn't even happen in your lifetime? I come from two enslaved peoples. The Irish and me were indentured slaves when we came here. Nothing and nobody. We were slaves. And the Italian side of me, the Lebanese in me, we were conquered by Rome and brought over as slaves. And then one of my slave ancestors was like, what? I'm going to marry a Roman. So then she marries a fucking Roman. She's not a citizen, but then they fuck, and then their kids are citizens. And then bam, here I come, bitches. And whatever they went through, I don't really care. Meaning, like, I don't hold the grievances of my ancestors. My grandma, who raised me from birth, used to get spat on in the street for being Italian. People spit on her. In World War II, when Mussolini was going against, so her brother, who was a prisoner of war in Nazi Germany, had the tattoo on him, was tortured in a camp that was liberated, thank God. But my Italian family was getting spat on by Americans. Something people don't talk. I don't sit there and like hold those grievances. And my grandma was Rosie the Riveter. She was working in the factories while her husband got tortured so much in the war, he came back and drank himself to death. You know what I mean? But that's not my life. I'm not going to hold those grievances because that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? More black stories, please. I mean, well, Stephen, I'm from Chicagoland. I'll tell you what, moving to places in LA, I was very surprised because I was so used to real diversity that when I started moving places and I realized, oh, there's a lot of like just all white areas. And it's just because 16% of the population can't spread all over the United States. But when you grow up in the south side of Chicago and you have a small worldview, you don't you don't experience that until you start traveling and living other places. That's all. So I was shocked. I was like, oh, it's different. Okay. Okay. Chi-Town is very, very diverse. My schools were very diverse. Never really thought of it until I left. And then I saw other places that weren't. And again, it's because you can't take a small number of people and spread them out that fucking much, you know? Some people just like to perpetuate racism because if it was abolished, they'd have nothing to complain about anymore. I mean, I hate to say this, but my Italian ancestors that were enslaved, I can't hold their grievances. The Irish people in my family that were enslaved, I can't hold theirs. I'll tell you that my dad's side of the family were so dirt poor, like no plumbing, no electricity, dirt floors. My dad was working cotton fields when he was 4 years old with his family. He had to work. He was child labor. That's how poor they were. And that was from being slaves when they came to this country because, you know, you don't have anything to start with. But I'm not going to like own that and make it mine to be upset about. Like, does it suck? Sure. Thank God that doesn't happen anymore. I just find it odd that right now we have child slaves working pot fields in California and everyone's like, yay, it's good. People saying, well, if we get rid of all this slave labor, how are you going to afford your broccoli or your strawberries? Like slavery is okay so long as it's those Mexicans, not anyone else. Like, what the fuck? Do I want more expensive strawberries? No. Am I willing to have strawberries a little less often to ensure people aren't human slaves? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm totally cool with that. Like, I would rather not abuse human beings, but that's just me. Toxic stream here? Oh, no wonder why no one wants to work with you. And Hulk was always a piece of trash. Oh, so you're pro the slaves working our strawberry fields. You like the slaves that they bring over all the women and force them to do everyone's nails. You're into indentured slavery through drug cartels. That's cute. I'm not. I'm not into that. I think it's terrible. One of the nail salons by my mom's house got shut down because all the women were slaves. Do you want to spend a bunch of money on a pedicure or do you want to just, let the slaves be here? Like, that's where we're kind of at. And it's shocking to me how many people, the Mexicans are happy to have the jobs no Americans want. No, it's that they don't want to pay Americans anymore because they learned that they could get slave labor. That's why all our factories shipped overseas. They're like, why pay Americans when we can abuse human beings? Yay! Let's do that. The Greeks can cook Italian too. They're both are some of the world's best. I mean, I'm all for food. Like, you want to immigrate here? Can you cook? What do you have to offer us in terms of cuisine? Because I'm Italian at heart when it comes to the food stuff. Because today racism's all the rage and people love to talk about it because they're just bored with their lives. It just sucks because it's like Chicken Little. So when someone's really racist and awful, no one's going to believe you because everyone whines and cries about the secret racisms in the shadows and under their bed. And I think that's bullshit because there's real pieces of shit out there that deserve to be noticed. Ginger. I don't really like to discuss that. I'm married. to this guy up here on my wall, who is not the guy you're talking about. And I share a home with him, so I don't really talk about that guy. But thank you. And I guess I will show everybody what you said, but I'm not going to read it. And I'm not trying to be a butthole. It's just I can't do that and be a good wife. You know what I mean? I want to be a good wife and not a bad one. My husband is alive and well. But yeah, I believe Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne should have a pathway to redemption. I don't believe that someone is terrible forever because they said racist things. And even Ozzy having tried to murder his own wife and killed 17 of his own cats with a shotgun. Twitch is ran by extreme left. Look down on viewpoints that counter their own. Probably. Well, I'm anti-racist, like for real. Only I'm a 90s liberal, so I'm sane. You know? I'm not nuts. I'm not a radical progressive. I'm just a liberal, dude. You know? What would they call him? A Bill Clinton liberal? Bill Clinton would be considered far right-wing today. His policies and everything, 100%. 100%. I don't know what's happened to the world, but it's like mentally broken. But yeah, I think Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne proving they were on a path of redemption after doing horrible things. And I'm sorry, but I believe Ozzy did way worse things than Hulk Hogan. Like, they were really fucking bad, you guys. Really bad. And I think, I don't know, I believe in redemption. Does that make me bad? I used to be like a druggie. I stole money out of my grandma's purse for drugs. Me. So, like, when I see people like, I can't ever forgive someone for saying a racist word. Do you know what I think is worse than saying a racist word? I think it's stealing money out of your grandma's purse for drugs. Honestly, back when punching Nazis wasn't frowned upon, don't think you can spell it out on here, you get banned. Well, they're like what, like in 1940s? Because just calling people Nazis today is ridiculous too. It's absurd. It's absurd. But yeah, if you came to me and said, would you have rather said a racist word or have stolen that money out of your grandma's purse for heroin? I'd say racist word, 100%. 100%. That is far less harmful than having robbed my grandmother for heroin. I could live with having said a bad word easier than how I've felt struggling with what a turd I was when I was a druggie. I was a druggie back in the 90s where we grew up. You called out racist people for being pieces of shit. Oh, no, totally. But in the 90s, like, nobody talked about race and no one really fucking cared anymore. You know what I mean? Like, remember Jerry Springer? They'd bring the Black Panthers on who were like, we're better than white people. Look at us. And then they'd bring the KKK on like, we're better than black people. Look at us. And they'd fight each other and we'd be at home like, yeah, fuck both of them. That is how things used to roll. We'd be like, oh yeah, these people suck. I remember that. I was like, oh, so two racist, terrible people are on here pretending they're better than other people. F them. F them. It's kind of awesome. Bill Clinton's 1996 border police are the same as Donald Trump's border policies. You're not wrong. And that's what's sad, is people don't read. Everyone just goes with feelings. Like, facts truly matter. I think I am going to put on a little eyeshadow. Let's try to look human. Can we put on some makeup today? Some attempt to look slightly human. I've like sat here looking like straight up ass this whole time. But yeah, I miss the liberals, man. I don't know if they all turned into radical Marxists or what, but I miss when the left was just liberal people because they weren't fucking nuts. They weren't nuts. And there used to be a whole spectrum, like moderates, moderate conservatives, moderate liberals, libertarians, authoritarians, far right, far left. Like there was a whole thing. And now everyone's like one or the other. And it reminds me of Donnie Darko, the Lifeline, fear and love. And he's like, you're literally erasing the whole spectrum of human emotion and pretending it's only fear and love that exists. You know, we hate Trump. Sorry, Canada. I don't believe that at all, Donut. I mean, you have to be a real fucking idiot. Like, people don't come to America like, oh, I'm so sorry, Trudeau. He's bad. He's a bad. We're sorry, America. Trudeau's so bad. They never did that. Ever. Living Yankee. Thanks for the raid. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much for the raid on Rumble. I've never had one. First time for everything. First time for everything. Right? Irish racism. Irish need not apply. Yeah, a lot of people hated the Irish. What people forget is there was a saying, and it was bad. And it was a saying in New York. When the Irish came over, they were considered less than black people. They'd say you'd pay an Irish man 5 cents, what you'd pay a black man 10 cents for. So as each person integrated over to this country, it was like a social ladder, right? So then the Italians came after the Irish and they're like, yoink. It reminds me of The Platform. Have you guys ever seen that movie where there's all these levels and the platform of food goes down? That's what it reminds me of. And people forget that as each new people came over on the boats to Ellis Island, the Irish were just so relieved the Italians came because they're like, now you're less than us. So it went black people, Irish, and then the Italians came. So there was like a social ladder of who people would rather hire. Yeah, there's a famous no blacks, no Irish, no dogs sign from a pub too. I believe it, dude. The Italians weren't here yet, Russ. That's why I wasn't there. Well, thank you, Yankee Free. I appreciate you. I was just talking about how I believe in redemption for Ozzy and Hulk. I think it's great that Hulk got baptized years before he died and that he was like trying to fix his life and all that fun stuff. And I was just saying I had really terrible things that I've done in my past that I wish I hadn't done. And number one being I stole money out of my grandma's purse for heroin. And I'm not proud of it at all. Let's do the Darling palette. Avon's Darling palette. Let's do it. And I can't change it. You know, it is what it is. I did it. I own that. But if given the choice, like if an angel floated down from heaven and was like, I can change your past. You can change that you robbed your grandma for drug money to you said a racist bad word. I would take the racist bad word because it would have hurt my family a hell of a lot less. But everyone acts like a racist bad word is worse than stealing money out of your grandma's purse. Why? It's a mean, shitty word. How come the Irish and Italians don't clamor for some kind of reparation? Well, because they haven't been programmed for their government to do it. I don't feel bad for black communities that have been brainwashed and told that they deserve something from people. Like, politicians don't care about us. They don't care about women. They don't care about gays. They don't care about blacks. They don't care about small business owners. Hi, dog. They don't care about anybody I don't know why some people believe some of them care about us. It's like, okay, maybe it helps you sleep at night. I think that's really stupid, Donut. Any American that behaves that way is fucking idiots. And Canada only exists because of America. And it's true. Like, if you didn't have our military might and our economy to prop you guys up, you would crumble. I wish you guys would have joined us when we told King George to fuck himself. That would have been awesome. But I learned Canadians really hate Americans, and it doesn't go the other way. Poll them. Listen to them. Canadians are rotten towards Americans, and Americans are all like, we love Canada. It is something. I never knew that. And I was like, damn, you guys are dicks. We're down here like, we like you guys. You said last stream that people that should get canceled for being truly evil, but instead others get canceled for something they said a long time ago, but it doesn't work that way is so true. Yes, people need a chance to redeem themselves. Yeah, and I think both Ozzy and Hulk were on a path of redemption. And they did shitty things. No, Canadians aren't nice. They're mean to Americans. I live on the Canadian border, by the way, like right on it. I can walk there right now. My town, half the houses in it are Canadian summer homes. So I literally deal with Canadians every single fucking day and Alberta plates everywhere. So just throwing that out there, like personal experience, 7 years living on the Canadian border, more than 7 years. Damn, dude. I've been here a while. You guys. So I'm an Avon lady, for those of you who don't know. I sell fucking Avon. Just go to adriannecurry.com and you can shop with me. That's my grift. Everyone calls me a grifter, and I'm like, dude, I don't make no money, but you know what I do? I sell Avon. That's all I care about. So I guess that's who I'm a grifter for, is my own Avon business. Does that make sense? Is that what grifting is? I just want everyone to buy Avon from me. Like, if you're a guy and you're like, I don't like mosquitoes, or a girl, buy our Skin So Soft Bug Guard. This is my husband's favorite. He's always out in the woods doing guy wood things. But yeah, I was really sad when I first learned how mean Canadians are towards Americans. They're super racist against Canadians are super racist against Americans. They hate us. They really hate us. It's something. It's wild. I was like, okay, then. Like, you guys are kind of dicks. I always thought you were nice, but then you guys are all being buttholes. Didn't Alberta vote to become part of America? That'd be great. Alberta is the second worst province in Canada. They hate Alberta too. But I'd argue that America only exists because of the French. Oh, 100%. If the French didn't join, okay, so the French have never won a war against anyone unless they have a revolution and a civil war against themselves. So America helped France by giving them one fucking true win. And not just a win. They finally got to kick Britain's ass. So America, with the help of the French, toppled Britain as the empire that ruled the world. That's what they did. So I'm credit where it's due. France came in, but France needs to give America credit because they would have never won shit. They never win anything against anybody. John Cleese tells the joke all the time that, the French fight each other all the time so they can win a war. It's like one of my favorite John Cleese jokes is when he mocks France for losing every single war. It's kind of awesome. But I think to deny that America's the superpower now is kind of laughable. Like, we have military bases all over the fucking world. What other country has that? Which one has this many military bases? I'm totally fine with being American. I fucking love it. I love it. I love being American. I love my country. I know everyone's like, we have to hate America and worship every other country. Hell no. Because when I went to France, what I found the most endearing about the French, they hate everyone. They're racist against everyone. They hate everyone and only love French people. And it's fucking hilarious. They think everyone is beneath them. They are like, France is fucking it, baby. Just France and only France. Fuck all y'all. And I'm like, if we act like that in America, we're bad people. But then the French are sitting over here doing this the whole time and everyone likes France. Fuck you. Just go over there and talk to them. They will tell you to your face, like, we are the superior nation. Fuck you. So funny. It makes me laugh. I'm like, dude, you got to respect people who just own it. And I'm totally cool with it. I'm cool with Canadians loving Canada. I'm cool with the French thinking France is the best. I'm awesome with South Africans being like, fuck everyone else, South Africa forever. I'm cool with Australians feeling that way, the Japanese, and everyone can be this way. They can be staunch nationalists that love their country. But if you're American and you love your country, suddenly you suck ass. Why? Why? Macron's wife is a man. Okay, if she isn't, let's just say, what if she isn't? That would hurt. People call me a man all the time. Someone took a picture of my throat and put it next to a guy's throat and said that I was a guy. When I was growing up, they called me Adri Man. They also called me Tranny Ann and would sing "Dude Looks Like a Lady" to me as I walked down the hallways. I wish I was lying. I wish that this wasn't true. I used to love Aerosmith too, and I'm like, they ruined it for me. All I heard was "Dude Looks Like a Lady." I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad all the time. And I'm not a man. So my whole life, people were calling me a dude. So then when I see everyone talking about like Michelle Obama and stuff, and I'm like, what if she is not a dude? Like, that can't feel good as a woman who's been called a man my whole life. I'm aware I have big size 11 feet. They called me man hands because my hands are huge. Huge. Like, my husband's really huge, and my hands are like almost as, he has bigger hands in terms of like meatiness and stuff, but my fingers are so long that our hands are almost like this. Like, I'm a big bitch. It's a huge bitch. They'd say that to me too in school. Keep it in the fucking circus. Oh, school, how wonderful it was. But yeah, so when people talk about women being men, the first thing my mind does is empathy and compassion as a fellow woman who has been called a dude my whole life, but I am not a dude. I'm like, dude, what if these chicks just aren't, dudes? What if, I have really wide shoulders. I have size 11 feet. I have man hands. I have a deep voice. And people call me a dude my whole life. So, I don't know. That's where I go. Like, if they are not men, it's gotta hurt their feelings really, really bad. But then I also laugh because I laugh when people say I'm a dude all the time. I don't know. I think it's funny when somebody sent me a photo of my neck saying I had an Adam's apple. I just fucking laughed at it. Macron wife is small. Her daughters look exactly like Michelle. Only racist called Michelle a man, and you know it. No. Just people who think she looks like a man. So were people racist to call me a man? That's a dumb comment. You look trans as well. See? So you're a racist. Michael Precise, this is a racist person because they just said anyone that called a woman a man was racist. So you are a racist. I want you all to look at this racist person. That is a racist person in here saying I look trans. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're a racist. How long have you been one, man? I hope you get better. But that's the thing. Like, you just roll it off your shoulders. Like, people call me a dude, trans and race had no relationship. But you just said anyone that called Michelle Obama trans was racist. So anyone that calls me trans is racist. So you're a racist piece of shit. Or is she just so special because of skin color? I have a man's body. Uh-huh. That's what everybody said when I did Playboy twice. Goodbye. It's funny. I think it's funny. It's like I survived being called a dude most of my life. I think a lot of people can survive it, but I will tell you it doesn't feel good. So I try to not participate in this stuff, but I laugh even when people say it about me. So I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a couple times where, you know, I forget where I was and something happened and someone said something about the Obamas and I heard some dude from across the room be like, Big Mike, and I laughed. But then again, you know, everyone thought I had man hands and an Adam's apple and that I'm really a dude. This is fun. This is our Darling palette. Darling. And I think it looks nice. I do. I think we did a decent job over here with this. What I'd like to do now is put on a little eyeliner and live my best life. That's what I'd like to do. People who label other people don't like to be labeled themselves. Whatever. You just gotta have a laugh, you know? People say I look like a dude. It's like you just have to have a laugh. So, first off, I question any guy who dates an OnlyFans girl. Like, I just feel that it's very cuckold behavior, right? So this is OnlyFans model Wo Senpai is going viral after her ex-boyfriend of 2 years released videos accusing her of being abusive, which makes sense that a cuck would allow his woman to abuse him. But let's watch this crazy bitch. Is her butt real? Those are like implants or something. That's not real. That's not real. A butt doesn't sit like that. That looks really weird. So do you think Obama wife is a man but not Macron's? No, I said, what if they're both women and everyone's calling them men? I'm a woman and everyone calls me a man. That's exactly what I just said. Well, thank you, Holly. I feel like I can fix her, but look at her butt. That's not a real butt. Watch her walk. Watch her walk. It's not a real butt. Oh, come on. Did it just poop out on me? Here we go. Look at her butt. There's no way that's real. It's not real. That's fake. Oh. Okay.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a...
Alexandra, come on, bro. What is you doing, bro? Alexandra, this is a scene, man. What is you doing, bro? Can you come inside so we can talk? Let's talk.
I don't want to talk. I want to die. I'm pleading my case to you because I sincerely want to die.
Alexandra, come
I know
on.
I
The
can't
police
do
are
it
going.
myself, bro.
Guys, if you meet an OnlyFans girl and you think you should date her, I hope you just watch that with me. It says a lot about the guy that will stay with someone like that, and it says a lot about her. I believe every woman on OnlyFans is hurting deep inside, even if they don't realize it, and that something's wrong. And I believe every dude on OnlyFans paying these bitches are sick too. It's like a sickness exchange where everyone just exchanges being very sick, and it's sad, right? Women are always asking to not be sexualized. And then the first thing they'll do is go sell sex. Or tell everyone it's empowering to do so. I don't think so. I think it eats away your soul and that you won't realize it until it's too late. But a man who's okay with you being on OnlyFans is not a man that you want in your life. This is our cream eyeliner. Glimmer sticks. Like, okay, me and my husband could use some money. But if I was like, hey, babe, I'm going to go on OnlyFans, he'd be like, cool, I'm going to go down to the courthouse and file for divorce to get you the fuck out of my life. That's how that would go. Like, what self-respecting man is going to be with a woman whose job is to, sexually titillate other dudes? None. And that's why women who do this are always going to have a guy that sucks. Like, I'm sorry. You're not going to have a good guy. Good guys don't want to be around that shit. Good guys just don't want a trophy to show off and be like, oh, look at who I'm with. Ooh, this is looking nice. That's what I think. I know you get all big mad about it. About Hulk Hogan, sure, he was kind of an ass, but the amount of comments I see online saying how he deserved to die, he's burning in hell, and he's finally dead, thank God, are messed up 100%. He was kind of a dick, but he's like spent years. He found Jesus. He got baptized. If you ask his local community, like where he has his restaurant and stuff, everyone says how wonderful he is to everyone. Everyone says that he's like turned a new leaf in his life and has been trying to be the best man that he can be. He apologized for saying racist shit, which was in private. It wasn't like he just went out there like, I'm a piece of shit. A lot of people have said some rotten shit behind the scenes, and I don't want anyone to sit here and pretend that you haven't. We all have. I'm not just saying racist. Like, I have made, dead baby jokes. Some of them were so particularly rotten that if someone had taped that and put it out there, I'd look real bad. But that was in private. But it looked real bad. Right? So, me and a very good friend of mine are politically different. Like, we don't vote the same. We don't believe in the same shit. We love each other because we're not bigoted, worthless pieces of shit. And we'll both laugh about kids in cages. Kids in cages! And we'll yell at each other about it. But, like, laughing about it. Some people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are joking about this. But it's like, sometimes you just got to laugh. Not to mention the internet is forever. Imagine your grandchildren finding OnlyFans pictures of you. Okay, so I always wanted to be a mother, and it never worked out. And I'm glad it didn't, because I would have had babies with the wrong person. And I met my husband now, and shit was effed up. Like, I can have babies now, but I don't want to have babies at almost 43 years old. That's not what I want. It's never what I wanted. So the ship has sailed. I'm not going to have babies when it puts them at risk, when my husband's sperm is at risk because of her advanced age. That's just what it is. Dudes above the age of 40 pose health risks having babies, and same with women because your shit's getting old. However, I did Playboy twice, and I'm embarrassed that I did it, right? And I know that if I had kids, it would harm them. My choices to be on reality TV with my ex and all that bullshit would have came back and hurt my children. So as sad as I am, this is our Glow Color lip serum pencil. As sad as I am that I didn't have kids, I also have to look at it this way. I spared my kids having to be humiliated and embarrassed of their mother. Of them being mocked and ridiculed in school by gross guys. Like, I beat off to your mom. You know damn well they'd do that shit. You know damn well. So Libby Emmons, haven't seen her in a few years. Says she's getting divorced because her marriage doesn't meet her fantasy expectations. Then claims that not only can't she be herself around her husband, but at 32 years old, she doesn't even know who she is yet. Like, that is fucking... Send the meteor. This is why we can't have nice things. Let's listen to this dumb bitch, shall we? Let's do it.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met. I can't be myself with my husband, and it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old, I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am. I told my husband I wanted a divorce.
This bitch is awful. Just listening to that. Basically, she's like, I have the best husband in the world, but he's not good enough for me. So I wasted 10 years of his life, and now I plan on harming our kids so I can chase a fantasy that doesn't exist. It's the most selfish thing I've ever heard. Like, I was telling my husband last night, there's very little he could do that would make me leave him. I love my husband so much that the thing that I always found unforgivable, I think I'd be able to forgive my husband for cheating, but he'd have to be really sorry, and it would change the dynamic of our relationship for the rest of our lives. It would hurt me so badly. I'd be fucked up for the rest of my life, but I love him too much to live without him. But I also know my husband would never do that to me. But I also know I'm capable of forgiving the cardinal sin for me of my husband because I love him so much. I can't imagine. Like, this chick basically said, I have a good husband. It's just, I'm spoiled and I want more. And I don't even know what that is, but now I'm willing to destroy my marriage and my kids and all this shit to chase something I don't even know what it is. Watch, this bitch in like 5 years is going to be like, I made such a mistake. I can't believe I left my husband. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know why my first marriage ended? Because he looked at me and he meant it. He said, I have never loved you. Ever. I loved an idea that I could mold you into what I wanted you to be. That you were young enough, pliable enough, influenceable enough that I would be able to help mold you into something I could love. And I was like, okay, that's really bad. That's not love. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Goodbye. She's like, my husband loves me. He's such a good man. So I'm going to dump his ass. Unbelievable. Uneffing believable. Don't my eyes look good? I don't even have mascara on yet. This makes me very happy. It's just unbelievable. People can love 99 things about their partner, but they find one fault, so they look for another partner. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't believe in divorce. I know I've been divorced, so people are like, what does that mean? I didn't file for it. I said, you will go file for divorce. Otherwise, I'm going to tell everybody what happened. And then he did. And now I tell nobody nothing because I don't believe in divorce. So if you earn the divorce, you go and file for it. I do not believe in divorce. So I was like, either everything's going to be out there for everyone to know, or you go file. So that's how I got rid of that. And I could still stand on my convictions and my beliefs because I'm like, okay, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Isn't that sad? It's just so sad. So I saw this, and this is the most dangerous and insane thing I have ever seen. Watch these kids. Would you like to know what they did? These children have decided that they should roll up to people's front doors. It's called the door kick challenge, where teens kick at doors while firing air shotguns. Uh-huh. This isn't ding dong ditch. They're making people think they're like getting raided. If that happened here, it would not end well for them. You have to be in a city where people don't defend themselves and are scared to for this to exist. I assume anyone that's on my property is no good. I live in the middle of nowhere. If someone finds themselves up here on my property, I am assuming the absolute worst. Now, I live in Montana and we have castle doctrine. That means legally, because there's all this no trespassing everywhere. You can literally get shot at if you go on someone's property that's properly marked everywhere that says get the F out of here. That can happen to you. And I have no desire for that to happen to me. So I don't just waltz around people's, properties. I don't do it. But I feel much safer living in a state that you can't just trespass and roll around and do crap like this. These kids are flirting literally with death. Rolling up to someone's sanctuary, their safe place, their home, and pretending that you are using machine guns and stuff at their door and kicking their door down. Like, that's what they're attempting to do. And I just wonder, like, is this really worth your life? How is this even a thing that happens? Love It for Slash microfiber mascara. I only put a little bit on to make it look like I have eyelashes, which I don't have eyelashes. The Lord gave me a mustache. The Lord gave me eyebrows, but Jesus was like, you know what? We hooked this bitch up. We got to give her some humble pie. She's going to have no eyelashes at all. And it's true. And they only exist because of microfiber mascara. Gotta keep her humble. Make her feet really big. Make her mustache very thick. Make her eyelashes not exist. And make sure everyone in school calls her a dude. And then we're good. Then we are good. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just want to eat all the bad food on earth. It's so bad. It's just so bad. I am a bad girl. I just want to eat naughty food. Makes me so sad. Like, I'm considering going and doing it today. And I know if I call my husband and I'm like, yo, this is what I'm thinking, he'll be like, what? Let's eat. Like, that will be what he does. It's time to eat. Let's eat. Let's go. Let's do it, girl. Oh, you want to eat everything on earth or what? Yep, I do. But I have to wait till tomorrow. I have to be good. I'm probably not going to be good, you guys. I don't know what to do. This is our Super Extend mascara. I put it on my lower lashes only. Lower lashes only. I think I'm going to use a little Avon Sun Milk. SPF 50. Adria's going full boomer mom on a diet mode. Dude, I fucking ate last week every single fucking day. Okay, so on Tuesday, we had all these blood tests and shit, right? And we had physicals. And then on Wednesday, we get told that all our results are perfect. And, well, I only have the makeup on my eyes and not on my face. And the doctor was like, you guys are in peak physical shape for your age. He's like, elite athlete. It's so awesome. And then we told him hey, we splurge really hard on the weekends. And then all week we intermittent fast until dinner. And he's like, it's working for you. He's like, you guys are healthy. Even though you guys feast like it's Thanksgiving Day, on weekends you guys look great and your blood works great. Your cholesterol is great. I do so much cardio that my resting heart rate is in the 40s, you guys. That's how low it is because I'm cardio queen. So you know what we did? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5 fucking days in a row, we ate garbage. It was so bad. All we did was fucking eat. All we did was eat. It was disgusting. Unbelievably disgusting. So then I go from 154 pounds to all of a sudden I'm 168. The sodium hurt so bad I couldn't even touch my skin from the bloat. Yeah, I'm going to be 43 August 6th. So I'm like, fuck, I gained all this weight. Help me. I do about, okay, so it's 10 in the morning and I've had 8,284 steps so far. So I've done about 4.5 miles on the treadmill, right? And then I did arm day. Little arms, right? Did that. Ozzy gets the redemption for not simping for fascism on his way out. What does that even mean?
It means politics. And if you like Trump, you're bad. But if you like Democrats who are just as bad, you're good.
Duh. Okay.
One side's the good. And the other side's the bad.
It's what the fuck are people drinking the Kool-Aid, man? It's insane. People are nuts.
My politician loves me. They love women and gays. They don't rob us blind. They would cry if I died. They told me.
My politician's the good politician. People are fucking idiots. As far as the eye can see. A sea of absolute morons everywhere I go. I was a lifelong Democrat. And then I was like, wow, my entire life, this party has fucked me in my ass. My entire life. I hate the entire government. Both sides are the same side. They all smoke cigars in a secret room, high-fiving and fist bumping each other. They're like, these fucking idiots are so stupid. We tell them to hate each other and they do. Look how dumb they are. They're so dumb. And then half of us are like, why are you guys hating everyone for politics? They all hate us. And then the other half of us actually believe my side's the good side. And if you support this Kamala, you're a good person. But if you support Trump, you a bad person. My favorite is when Dick Cheney was all like, yeah, if you support Trump, you're a bad person. You're Dick fucking Cheney. You're literally Satan on this earth. There's no one more fucking evil than you. You are like the access of hellfire. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to tell you who's bad. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Obama was like, Bush is so bad and blah, blah, blah. He's the devil. And then Obama and Bush are like, we sit together and our wives share candies because we're best friends. I'm like, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. And people just fucking lap it up. My side's better than your side. And meanwhile, George Bush and Obama are fist bumping each other. And then George Bush is eating chocolates with Michelle. Did you hear Obama talk about Bush before he got elected? It's all bullshit. I'm old enough to have seen the light. It's all fucking bullshit. But yeah, when they paraded Dick Cheney on TV to tell me who the bad guy was, I was like, am I dead? Is this hell? Do I live in hell? Are we dead? Did I die? Am I alive? I just don't know. I don't think I went to heaven when Dick Cheney's on TV. And everyone's like, Dick Cheney's a good man and he's telling us who the bad man is. I was like, oh my God. I've lived long enough to see the villain turn into a saint. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I kind of love it. So again, this is the Darling palette that I used today. I really like it. I think it looks really good. I don't think I'm going to put makeup on my face. I think I just like my bare face for the day. I sell Avon, by the way, adriannecurry.com. I don't give a shit who you voted for because I think they're all assholes. But you probably aren't. And that's how I see life, you know? If someone's stranded on the side of the road and they have a Joe Biden sticker on their car, I'm still going to help them. Like, I don't care. I didn't like Joe Biden. I wanted him to do well. I wanted it so bad, and he just didn't. It wasn't very good for me. But I wouldn't be like, don't pull over for that guy. So funny. We need to have our own much bigger club. Yeah, the club of fuck you. That's my club. Fuck you. We're never going to have a good government because everyone always gets corrupted at the top. That's just how it goes. Even George Washington like forcibly taxed all these farmers and like took their money and was like going to kill them. They didn't give them tax money, which the irony is George Washington went against the Brits because of the taxing. So it's just hilarious. You know, like it's just all bullshit and it's bad for you. It's all bullshit. Like Obama, more than 50% of the people he deported was without due process. And everyone's like, oi, 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 oi. And then this other dude deports like not even 2% of what he did. And everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, everyone's an idiot. It's all bullshit. They all hate us. They hate us. They don't, in fact, they want us all to die because they think we're going to kill the world. They don't want us to breed. They don't want us healthy and they want us all to die. And that's why they feed us like red number one in our like food and everything. Like they literally hate us. And then everyone wants to fight over them. Not me. I'm good. I'm good on that. But if you'd like some Avon, I'd love to sell you some. Our codes today. Our light 100, spend $100 or more, get the 3-piece set. Spend $200 or more, get the 5-piece fucking set of free shit. You're like a blend between an Alex Jones podcast and a mental health advocacy. My kind of crazy, to be honest. Okay. I can't listen to Alex Jones. I'm sorry. His like the WWF wrestling thing, I can't do it. So I'm not, I don't want to like judge him or anything. I've never been able to listen to him because his voice it grates me. Now, I've seen him interviewed at other places where he's not like, blah, 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 right? And he was calm. And I was like, oh, I can listen to him. Hey, Sparky. He's an awful person. Oh, you know him personally. Okay. But yeah, it's just not my flavor. But I don't judge anyone that does like to listen to him. I just, it makes me crazy. It's just too much yelling and I can't deal with it. That sounds like a compliment. Hey, no, like I said, I'm not being a butthole. Like I don't like Candace Owens, but I don't care if people listen to her. And I still kind of have fondness in my heart for Jon Stewart. And if someone doesn't like him, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I don't know why people care so much. Like, they're rooting for celebrities and politicians like it's a football team. Mark Levin, I don't need my news yelled at me. I don't think I've ever heard him. I don't think I've ever heard Mark Levin. Our president is a pedo denial. The last president's own daughter in her own diary said Daddy would take naked showers with me that were inappropriate. Everyone was like, yeah, it's good. It was her diary. Daddy showered with me when I was a little girl naked and did inappropriate things to me. And that's why I'm like, everyone's bullshit. It's like rooting for, they're all pieces of shit. And everyone's like, my piece of shit's the good one. No, they're not. Do you still have any snakes? No, I do not have pet snakes anymore. They're all pedos, says Danny. Wouldn't doubt it. Nothing shocks me anymore. Honestly, if Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump came out on a stage and unzipped their skin suit and then pulled the skin suit off and they were king and queen of the fucking lizard people who were going to destroy all of humanity, I would be like, well, that makes sense. I wouldn't be like, oh man, I was really fooled and I really thought one of them was good. I'd be like, I mean, sure. It can all add up to this, I suppose, right? Repeatedly sniffed kids on camera. That was weird, but his own daughter writing that her dad took inappropriate showers with her, I'm like, okay, like they're all weirdos, guys. And just like the Simpson episode, even if we had a revolution, it wouldn't matter because anyone who seeks power is going to be evil. There's not one good government on this planet. Not one. Not one. We just got to laugh at the ones that are like, it's okay that Trump is a pedo because Clinton was a pedo. Well, Clinton did speak at the DNC. I'm like, are they listening at all? Oh my gosh, everything's just, it's like a fucking clown show. Just get your clown horn, beep it, everyone do cartwheels, fucking pour out of a car with 18 of your friends and just enjoy the show. I don't believe I know anything that's really going on. I think all the people are like, this is what's really going on with Israel and the United States. I don't think any of them know it. I don't think anyone knows the truth because if we knew the truth, the people in power, wouldn't let us talk about it. We'd be shut the fuck down. And we're the audience. Facts, right? It's a fucking clown show. Just love your family and friends and try to be a good person in your community. And that's all you guys can do. But I'm out of here. Thanks for dealing with me today. Codes are light 100 and light 200 if you'd like to shop with me. You're all my friends. I really don't give a shit which side of the aisle you're on. Or if you're like, I'm never voting again, I'd be like, I understand that completely. I totally understand that. I'm good. MAGA was good until 2020, then Trump showed us who he was. I mean, I just don't trust anybody. I really didn't like Kamala Harris, though. Like, when I saw the media go from, like, she's awful to she's the greatest thing that ever happened, every moment worship and love her, I'm like, what? What just happened? She was the least popular candidate when she was in the debates, the least popular one. No one wanted to vote for her. No one liked her. And then they're like, she's the most amazing and wonderful girl. I was like, I can't with this fucking circus show. What a circus. Your Avon lady's out. I'm probably going to go eat pizza. I should not eat pizza. Tell me not to do it. I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it. What do I do? What do I fucking do? Tell me to not do it, you guys. It's probably going to happen because I'm bleeding and I need the fucking pizza. I need help. Mental help. I need so much. Don't let me do it, you guys. It's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen. Bye. Have a great Friday.